Hi all. Everything in my video is pulled from the public domain, and I am using them under the Fair Use, Fair Dealings guidelines. Everything I say is my own opinion. You should look into this information for yourselves, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Good morning, everybody. I apologize for not having a video for you on Friday. We're going to cover all that along with a lot of stories that have come out. There's actually a lot to cover today, so let's just jump in with both feet. Let's get busy, shall we? Let's go. All right, without going into too much fanfare, it was about a month ago. I ended up in the emergency room with abdominal pain. They could not figure out what was happening. And so yesterday was my EGD, where they put the light down my throat. I was actually, believe it or not, really looking forward to this because I'd been on all this medicine for a month and the pain is still there. And they did find something, but it's an easy fix. It's not a big deal. But here I am standing in front of the hospital, getting ready to go in. You can see the sun is just rising. And don't I look happy? What I was starving. No food from 6 p.m. the night before. All right, let's move on. All right, we had a blind item that came out that said that either Eugenie or Beatrice had naked photos texted to them of their husband with another woman. Now, I don't know in what context this came, number one. Number two, the pictures could have been 10 years old. I don't know what this is, and until I hear something else, this is going in one ear and out the other. You guys know what I'm saying? All right, moving on to our stories. All right, it's Archie's 3rd birthday. So the question is, what are they doing for his birthday? Because the picture that they put out last year broke my heart. You guys remember this? A lonely boy, all alone, holding a bunch of balloons by himself in a discolored photo. That's really sad. Now, there was no announcement about Archie's birthday on his birthday. My guess is they're going to try to throw some sort of a party for him, like the Fosters did. And they're going to invite some kids from his school. Of course, Netflix will be there. There'll be official photos, that kind of thing. That's what I expect them to release. This is the picture that was put out by Kate and William, which just goes to show you they don't know what the kids look like at this time. They don't have updated pictures. They don't have anything. That's why they're putting up a photo from a baptism 3 years ago. And it's the same thing with Charles and Camilla. This is the photo they put up because they don't have any current photos. That really tells you what's going on with their relationship. Yeah, so much for all the Zoom calls. All right, moving on. All right, this story came out that said that Harry and Meghan overestimated their appeal. And I have to agree. We all know what's going on with Netflix. Their stocks are tumbling. They're losing money hand over fist. But, them dropping the only thing that they had with Meghan by herself is not a good sign for her or the platform or the branding or marketing. Tina Brown said in their book that once they severed their ties with the quote-unquote mothership, they lacked coherent branding, and that's created all kinds of issues for them. And I absolutely agree. They really don't have a brand, and they're flailing around. So as a result of their brand not doing well and Netflix not doing well and Meghan's animated series being cut, everybody's sitting back going, well, you can't just take the money and run. You have to produce something. I completely agree with this article. Being royal opens the doors, but you can't just take the money and run. You have to do work. And so far, nothing has been produced in almost 2 years. Yes, we know The Heart of Invictus is coming out, but to be fair, I already have seen the pictures and the videos online. I don't need to sign into Netflix now to see what's going on. And that leads us to the next problem, which is that Meghan believes that she and Harry are in a whole new stratosphere of status and importance, when really they're not. They're walking around backslapping each other going, yeah, Team Sussex, and, let's do this and let's do that, and then we're going to live our lives the way we want to, and everything's just going to work. And in her mind, they're superstars. Yeah, they're not, but they just don't realize it. Kind of like when they put out the comment to the president of Ukraine and he didn't respond. That's because they're not world leaders. Interestingly enough, the article says that Meghan is aware of the criticism, but she doesn't care because they're back in with the Queen on their own terms, which actually leads into the next story that came out. Yes, apparently Harry and Meghan want to return as part-time members. Now, the Queen already asked this. So what's happening now is they're hoping that Charles, once he takes the throne, will allow this. They're also saying that they're back in with the Queen, which you heard about in the other article, because supposedly they went to visit the Queen and they were invited to join the family on the balcony for the Queen's Platinum Jubilee, which I still just don't believe. I'm sorry, I don't believe that. But do I think Harry and Meghan would be eager to go back and do that? Yes, because they cannot cut off from the family. They need the royal ties in order to make their brand work. And right now, it is not working. Now, it's also being reported that one of the reasons why Meghan is happy to go back as a part-time royal, if she feels that if they went back, there would be less criticism of them for using their titles and for, living off the brand of the royal family. That's the thought process. If we go back and we work with them, then people will stop complaining. Yeah, I don't see that, but okay, whatever. Moving on. Now, here's the thing that really gets me. Angela Levin was interviewed, and she said that Harry is trying to destroy the monarchy, which I actually believe. I think he feels that if he and his wife can't be in there, he's going to take the whole thing down. He's really stupid to think that he could topple something that's been going for thousands of years. But, okay. But here's what Angela Levin had to say.
Obviously he's plotting one step after the other of trying to bring the monarchy down. It's all some sort of nasty game, I think. It's plotting, it's a sort of chess. But you can't say, I'm just an ordinary man like everybody else is, because he's not. And he is just going ahead with it because he knows they can't answer back or won't, or too dignified to answer back.
This whole I'm going to go, I'm not going to go, maybe we'll go, is really starting to make Harry's supporters lose patience with him because they're really getting tired of this whole will she, won't she, will he, won't he. It gets ridiculous. One of the reasons that people were initially saying that they weren't going to go to the Jubilee, I said that they would have to go because they need to keep their ties. But people were like, oh, they'll never let them on the balcony. And then, of course, it was reported that the Queen invited them to the balcony, which I don't believe either. Okay, so moving on. The problem is Harry has signed up for polo. Well, we all know that Harry joined the local polo club. And he's already started playing. We've already seen pictures. I think he was actually at a practice when those pictures came out. But then it looks like he's signed up to play for the whole summer. That doesn't mean he can't attend the Jubilee. I believe this is just more of the will he, won't he thing. He's trying to get a lot of people to discuss him at all time, whether it's good or bad. That's what I think is happening. And to be fair, this is why people are losing patience with him. Will he go? Won't he go? Oh, the polo stuff is up. What's going to happen? I mean, people are ill of it. But let's look at the schedule. I want to thank my follower that emailed this to me. But here's the schedule that clearly shows that on the weekend of the Platinum Jubilee, when he's supposed to be on the balcony, supposedly, allegedly, he's scheduled to play polo. Now, at the same time, Cambridge Dearly on Twitter noticed that on Harry's polo schedule, June 2nd is missing, and that is Trooping the Color. And you have to wonder if they did that intentionally once again to throw people off. But it's happening again, isn't it? He's taking all the attention. Whether it's good attention or bad attention, it's still attention. And people are going, oh, will he make it? Will he make it? So will they, won't they? Will they be on the balcony? Won't they be on the balcony? Well, the Queen came out and said, no, they're not going to be on the balcony. And the second that was announced, guess what happened? The Queen always said she was going to fight misinformation. And I think the people that were saying that they were going to be on that balcony were Harry and Meghan. So the Queen comes out and says that Harry and Meghan and Andrew are banned from the balcony. And within minutes, Harry and Meghan put out a thing through one of their spokespeople that, yes, they're going to go. Now while Harry and Meghan are saying they're excited and honored to attend, remember, this is a racist, horrible family that drove them out of the UK. Now they're honored to attend, and their statement came out right after they were told they couldn't be on the balcony. There you go. Now, There are other Jubilee events. There is a service of Thanksgiving at St. Paul's Cathedral, and I guarantee you Harry and Meghan are going to go there. They have to show up because that's for the Netflix people. A palace source reiterated that Harry and Meghan are much-loved family members, but they're only going to be invited to the family private functions, none of the public stuff. Harry and Meghan also will not be in the carriages as they go through for Trooping the Color. Probably a very smart move because I think the amount of booing, I think the amount of things that might be thrown, I think they would be shocked at the amount of hate that will be thrown at them if they were to do something like that. Even if they had the kids, I could totally see people booing them. Also on the balcony will be William and Kate's children, the Wessex's children. They're saying Sir Tim Lawrence might be on there as well. Charles will be there. Camilla will be there. Anne will be there. Anne's children will be there. But Harry and Meghan will not. So I think this is something that was discussed when Harry stopped for his 15-minute long visit before he went on to the Invictus Games. And I think he had a statement ready to go. I do. Which is why the second the Queen said it, they were, boom, here's our reply. They were ready to go. They knew what was going to be said. Now, we knew that it wasn't going to be long for the Sussex squad to just, lose their crap over this because, after all, the children are being taken back to the racist UK, into the bosom of the racist family that ran them away, right? Watch, just take a look at this. This is how they're spinning it in an attempt to, quantify what they're doing. Dr. Shola, biggest race baiter around, says that Harry and Meghan are going to join the Platinum Jubilee. Good decision, but I bet it was their choice not to go on the balcony. No, it wasn't their choice. I guarantee it. Well, the Duke put up one of his blogs, which is absolutely fabulous. And basically what it says is that the Queen played a fantastic game with Harry and Meghan. First the Sussex spokesman declared their attendance at the Platinum Jubilee. Then Queen Elizabeth said it's only working royals on the platform. Zynga! But it keeps rolling because now the Sussex squad is falling all over themselves trying to declare that this means that Harry and Meghan have power. Because nothing says power like having your animated projects dropped, your podcast being taken in-house due to a lack of content, and running back to a family you claim you left because you're suicidal. Spot on. I said it before and I'll say it again. Some of these people are absolutely nuts. Look what this woman wrote. Her niece and nephew to the home of racism. So now I guess she thinks that, she's actually related to Harry and Meghan. I'm telling you, some of these people are really losing it over the fact that they're going home with the kids. I'm telling you. Personally, I completely agree with what Royally Blunt wrote, that they're coming for the money shot. Lilibet meets Lilibet, that people will pay a lot of money for those kinds of pictures. And of course, they'll probably try to bring Netflix along. I hope the royal family checks them for wires because we already know that they like to wire up for private conversations. And it is being reported that they may be having some money problems. And I agree with Angela Levin. I think the two of them realized it's PR suicide if you don't go back to the UK for the Platinum Jubilee. I also like what Sassy Cat wrote. This is where it starts. They've got a foot in the door with the Jubilee, and now it's time to start dropping subtle remarks about how nasty Kate is, etc., etc. Now, the reason that's coming up because people are actually online talking about how Kate is talking about mental health and yet Meghan was suicidal when she was pregnant. My response to that was, why didn't Harry and Meghan say something to the fabulous hand-picked medical team that they had? Why didn't Harry and Meghan reach out to her mother? Why didn't Harry and Meghan reach out to the family? There's so many things they could have done and they didn't do anything, and now they're blaming it on Kate. Right. Now, let me just say to end this video that I completely agree with the above statement because last time it was Harry and Meghan that threw a fit because they wanted to walk in with the family. And when they weren't allowed to walk in with the family, to appease them, William and Kate walked in with the family. And then, Harry's giving nasty looks all around and you could just see how unhappy he was. Yeah, I think that William and Kate are going to be fine, and I think you're going to see Harry and Meghan, since they're in the background a lot, I think you're going to see just how unhappy they are. Now, this came from Twitter, and I found this to be really eye-opening. So basically what it says is, when the only press putting out is Sunshine Sachs, what do? You pick up the phone and you call Sunshine Sachs, which this person did, and asked if they were willing to go on record with their name, confirming the story that they put out, that Harry and Meghan were going to be at the Jubilee. And they said no, they were not willing to go on record. And the other interesting thing is, whenever this kind of stuff happens, usually Buckingham Palace or somebody, the palace says something, there's an official statement that verifies it, something like the Queen looks forward to meeting the children. There's been no statement from the palace. So that kind of makes you wonder if they really are going to go. So I can just imagine the comments that you guys have. Oh my goodness, I am waiting for these. Don't forget to leave those below. Make them good, you guys. Make them good. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And if you've already hit the subscribe button, double check to make sure you're still subscribed. Don't forget you can follow me on Twitter. You can follow me on Getter. You can follow me on Rumble. You can email me. For those who have donated to my coffee fund, thank you so much. And to the person who donated recently and asked me to buy a toy for Finn, I am going to go get one, and I will show it on camera just as soon as I purchase it, just to show you where your money went. All right, you guys, as always, have a great day.